Can you guys hear me, see me, all that good stuff? Just that a little bit. Hello there. Making dessert pizza at, yeah, exactly at 10:30 at night. So the problem is that dessert pizza was redonkulously tasty, and I have been craving it ever since last night. Good. You can see me, hear me. Sorry about that if you were on the other stream. I was having trouble with the monetization thing. I'm not sure why it doesn't always allow me to monetize the stream right off the bat. I'm not sure what was going on with that, but I think I've got it taken care of. We'll give people a couple minutes to join up and see we're live. Even though I had it scheduled, a lot of people don't see it until it's been up a little while for whatever reason. I better check the settings here while we're sitting here. Well, for some reason it's not monetized. Oh well, no big deal. We'll see what happens. Maybe it will be later. Hi, good to see everybody. Let me make the chat bigger so I can see it when I'm just sitting here and I'm having to get up close to it. Yep, I know that I got closed captions on so you can hear me or see me. So it's finally Friday. I'm so glad it's Friday. It's been a long week. I got my bike ride in, which was nice, and I'm getting kind of tired actually, so I'm going to be really glad to sleep in tomorrow. What's on the menu? Okay, so the s'mores pizza was ridiculously tasty. It was so tasty that I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. So it disappeared. It absolutely disappeared. There was no leftovers. Actually, I think there was one piece they said left over, but it's the kind of thing that a s'mores pizza is a good warm. I don't know how good it is leftover, which is a little strange me making one at 10:30, but I still just want to make one. And I bet maybe the air fryer, I can put it back in the oven and warm it up, but the toasted marshmallows. If you guys in the UK don't know what s'mores is, I'm sure you've heard of s'mores because they're kind of famous, but you guys don't really have those over there. But it's a toasted marshmallow. It's got to be toasted. It's not just melted. And so it caramelizes the surface. When you mix that with chocolate and graham crackers, it just tastes amazing. And so it was really good. The problem I had with it, the one problem with it is what I did is I made my regular pizza recipe, and I made it nice and wet on the top. I sprayed it with water, and while it rose, and so the dough was sticky, it's already kind of a sticky dough to begin with. And then I sprinkled graham cracker crumbs all over it, which worked really good. The graham cracker crumbs stuck really nicely to it. But then when I put the marshmallows on the pizza and they melted in the ooey gooey mess, the marshmallows stuck, of course, to the graham cracker, not to the crust. And so when I cut it, the whole crust would just like flop off with using the powdered graham crackers. So what I'm going to try this time, I've never done this before, so we're actually inventing this. Oh, you guys like the bike ride? That was super fun. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to put graham cracker crumbs in the dough. So I know that's going to change my ratios a little bit, but the dough is already kind of a wetter dough, so I think it can survive having a little more dry added to it. Plus, I know from experience that graham cracker crumbs, even though you'd think it would be like a flour, it's not a flour. They're very, very coarse and hard, and so they're more like an additive into the flour rather than becoming a part of the flour. So that's going to be my thought. How much do I like finishing the bathroom? I don't know if I like it. It's fun and satisfying. Oh, they don't even have graham crackers in the UK, do they? So what do you have on the bottom of your cheesecakes then? Do you guys have cheesecakes? I hope you have cheesecakes. What is the crust of your cheesecakes made out of, if not graham cracker crust? Graham crackers are like a cracker, or you would call them a cookie. They're a little bit sweet. I don't know how to explain it. So that's what we're going to do anyways. I totally want to make one. And unfortunately, I don't have my little, I don't usually buy the small marshmallows. Papa Gary had bought those because that's all they had, trying to make s'mores one day, and he just gave them to me. Can't make s'mores out of small marshmallows. Biscuit, oh yeah, okay. What are cookies then? Cookies are something else. I lose track. Crushed biscuits. Okay, gotcha. But what kind of biscuits? That's the thing. Because crushed biscuits would be, it's got to be graham cracker crushed biscuits. Or graham biscuit? I don't know what, they don't have those in the UK, so I don't know how to explain it. But you can actually, graham crackers are a cracker. I got to get one. I'm sure I have some here. Let me see. I should have been more prepared. Oh, I do have some small marshmallows. Well, great. Digestive biscuits? Is that what a graham cracker is? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. I hope that's what a graham cracker is. Maybe somebody who's lived in both places can help me out here. So I do have the right marshmallows, so we're going to do that. Rich tea biscuits and butter. See, yeah, anyways, graham crackers. So when we're doing this, substitute whatever they make the bottom of cheesecakes out of in it. I don't think it's probably still graham crackers, but maybe it's close. Read the ingredients. That's a good idea. And I'm going to go grab some graham crackers so I can actually show you what a graham cracker is. I should have been more prepared, but this is live, so. Here's a box of graham crackers. I think there's a graham flour. I think there's such thing as graham flour, I believe. Maybe that's what they're made out of? I don't know. All right, so these are graham crackers. I don't know if you can see those, but do you guys have crackers or biscuits that look like that? Okay, digestive biscuits are the nearest thing to graham crackers. Thank you. Okay, so that's what you'll do this. You'll make them out of digestive biscuits. Or I'll bet you anything, you can buy graham crackers on Amazon. I'll bet you anything. Okay. So we're going to try to do it because I absolutely want another piece. I had one piece, and then I had some leftovers that the kids didn't eat, but I wish I'd had more, so. All right, so I'm inventing this recipe as I go. It's basically a modified version of my pizza dough recipe. It's a sleep overnight at our house, and they're not all sleeping. So sleep overnight is when they can sleep in whatever room they want, whatever bed that they want, and they can bring their tablets to bed with them, which they normally can't do. The Wi-Fi turns off, and they can have a fun little weekend evening. So. All right, so you guys will just go ahead and jump on into it here. I've kind of got this where you can make this recipe, and again, it may not work. It may not work. I've never added graham cracker crumbs to dough before, but I can guess and hope that it's going to work out. But I guess we'll see. It's very, very quiet, is it? Or are you talking about something else? You guys hear me all right? Hopefully. So they actually sell these here, which are pre-crushed graham cracker crumbs. So I don't have to smash these up, but if you don't have those, you're going to have to smash them up into little crumbs. We're going to be using about a cup of crumbs. More interesting than the riots? Yeah. Alrighty, so what are the ingredients in graham crackers? I was going to read that. I was just kind of curious. Enriched flour. Graham flour. I knew it. There is such thing as graham flour. I don't know what graham flour is or what makes something graham flour, but that's the difference. Yeah, the home is quiet. Everybody's in bed, supposedly. Yep, I built those shells. I'm very proud of them. Andrea loved them. All right, so let's go ahead and get to going here. Look at that high-techness. All right, so we're going to start off with 2 cups of flour. I normally like to use bread flour. I like to measure by weight, so I got cups in here for you guys, but in the dough, in the graham. Do the layer of graham cracker crumbs in the dough, then graham cracker crumbs in the other toppings. That might possibly work too, but it's all kind of complicated. Ideally, if I could make the dough taste like graham crackers, that would be superb. And so that was kind of my goal with this. So, okay. So we're going to do, I like going by weight, and I'm using American measurements. So, but we'll also have cups. I think you guys have cups, right, in other countries. So we're going to do 2 cups of flour, which is 8.4 ounces. Oh, the fan is messing with my scale. Looks like medium low. I normally like to use bread flour, so I'm going to add a little gluten. That's the difference between regular flour and bread flour, is the protein level. Protein is the gluten. All right, so 8.4 ounces or 2 cups of flour. And you could just use bread flour. I have been unable to find bread flour. All our stores are still stocked with flour, but they are not stocked with bread flour, boy. Bread flour is a rare thing, even in Wyoming. Bomb. Get some graham flour, Tom. I totally should. I totally should get some graham flour. That would totally make this. But part of the thing about recipes is it's got to be obtainable. Like, you got to be able to make it at home. No one's got graham flour. I don't even know what that is. But it would be so good to try it. So good. All right, so I'm going to put in, I usually do a tablespoon of gluten per ounce. What would I do per cup? I don't remember how I did it. I'm not going to put quite too much in. I'm only doing that again. You don't have to do that. I'm just doing it because I want to get the protein level a little higher. When the protein level is higher in the dough, it becomes a stiffer dough. It makes more big pockets. Pizza crust has a very high protein level, lots of gluten. That's one of the keys to having a really chewy pizza that's very tough. That's why it's hard to make that chewiness. Okay, and some yeast. A teaspoon of yeast. If you're using active yeast, active dry yeast, you probably should activate it first by putting the liquids in, but we're using instant yeast, so you don't need to activate that. Your carrier measurements, it's about 0.14 ounces. I'm sure I could order graham flour, but the point is, if you guys can't make it at home, that's pointless. I might do it for us. I like making all kinds of stuff. I recently got this palm kernel oil because I heard a rumor that Pizza Hut uses palm oil on its pizzas underneath. It is extremely hard. You know how coconut oil gets all hard? This stuff is rock hard, even at room temperature. I need to soften it up a little more. Okay, yeast. I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of salt, which is 0.11 ounces. They sell graham flour in the UK. Well, that's ironic. You guys don't have graham crackers, or graham biscuits? What do they call it? Graham biscuits? You guys, someone needs to, that's waiting to invent that. And up the sugar content a little bit. Sugar is a tenderizer in dough, and sweeter dough is better very tender. It's not necessarily just putting much of sugar necessarily makes it a sweeter dough. So I'm doing 2 tablespoons of sugar, which is about 0.45 ounces. then we're going to go with a cup of graham cracker crumbs. What did I do with my other open pack of graham cracker crumbs? There we go. A cup of graham cracker crumbs. I have no idea what that weighs. So. Or in the UK, a cup of crushed digestive biscuits. That just sounds so creepy. A digestive biscuit? Like, why do you want something that has the word digestive in it? Oreo crust would work, but we're going for the s'mores. We're going for s'more taste. And you definitely don't make s'mores with Oreos. And this might not even work. I may give you this recipe. People will be making it, and it's like maybe adding graham cracker crumbs to dough makes them explode or something. For all I know, this won't even come out. It's going to mess with all my dry to wet ratio, which I try to have a very specific ratio of wet to dry. Graham flours, put them mortar, pestle, mash them up. Yeah, you can make it finer, but it doesn't change the fact. It's like cornmeal. No matter how fine you get it, cornmeal is cornmeal. It doesn't mix with anything. So it stays cornmeal in whatever you put it in. Maybe it would work if you got it fine enough, but I don't feel like it'll actually combine ever with flour. Although they make graham flour. What the heck is graham flour? I don't know what graham flour is. I'm just going to dry mix these together a little bit. Something's unclear blew up in my house, exactly. Oreos are vegan? Okay, well, you could certainly do that. I don't know if you can call it Oreo at that point. You okay, girls? What's going on in here? Oh, you don't want to go to bed? It's time to lay down and go night-night, baby girl. Here, I'll hold you for a second, okay? It's okay, you guys. Be nice. Don't come out here, okay? Daddy's doing a live stream. You guys aren't. You're in jammies. Alright, so I gotta help her for a little while. Did I forget anything here? I got my crumbs, my flour, got the yeast, got the salt and sugar. Alright, I think I'm good to go there. Alright, so now we're gonna do... You should be going to bed. You're not eating chocolate, fatty. Okay, we're going to do 3/4 cup of water, or 6 ounces. I like to use hot water. It makes the dough mix better, makes the yeast rise better. Let that warm up a second. Problem is the palm oil, which is wiping out the rainforest. What? How common is palm oil? I don't think palm oil is very common. You know how much trouble I had to go through to get palm kernel oil? I went through a lot of trouble. I can't imagine it's that popular. Of course, if the pizza places use it, maybe it is. I certainly don't want to wipe out any rainforest. So, I wonder what it says on here. Have I got any? Pressed palm, food grade. Let's see if it says anything about saving the rainforest out here. What? You want some more chalk? No chalk. Yeah, sure. I think baby girl wants you, and that would be good if you take her. Graham flour is a kind of coarse whole wheat flour found by Sylvester Graham. Oh. You want some more chalk? You want chocolate milk or chalk? Chocolate milk? That's what you like. Alright, hold on a second, baby girl. said. So a cup of water, or what did I say? No, 3/4 of a cup of water. All right, 3/4 cup of water, 6 ounces. All right, go hang out with Asher.
Yay.
She wants chocolate milk, yeah. I already gave her some Hershey bars. She's having a pretty awesome evening here. Palm oil is in the bad list. There is no bad list in our family, if you guys are aware. We're not afraid of food in our family. So, you know what? If I wait long enough, the bad list becomes a good list anyways. So, all right. And a tablespoon of oil. I'm not using palm oil here. I'm just showing that off to you guys. I haven't even used the palm oil. I've never used palm oil my entire life. But if it tastes like Pizza Hut pan pizza, I don't care. YouTube was acting strange for me. I haven't been able to monetize this video for whatever reason. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Ooh, the flour, the dough has a definite different smell to it. Oh, it smells like graham crackers. Oh yeah, this might work out. Hey there, Cindy. What time is it? It is almost 11 o'clock. So, in case you guys don't remember, or maybe you're new, I usually go play Magic on Friday nights, but there's still no Magic playing with all this COVID business. So, we normally would be up until very late playing Magic at the local game shop, and so Friday nights usually stay up late. Although this is actually pretty normal for me, honestly. But yeah, cooking late at night, that's just what we do. I like to mix it on speed 2 for 8 minutes. That's my general dough kneading time. Should have done 1 cup less of flour to the 1 cup of graham crackers. See, I thought about that, Lisa. That was actually one of my original plans, is to substitute some of the graham crackers for the flour. I adjusted the ratio a little bit. But the problem is from my past experience, I know that graham crackers don't mix with flour. It doesn't substitute. It's like if I get rid of if I have 2 cups of flour and I get rid of a cup of flour and put in a cup of chocolate chips, I don't still come out with a dough. I have chocolate chip soup. And so it doesn't quite mix in. KitchenAid? Oh yeah, KitchenAid is our mixer, stand mixer. That's what it's called here. I don't know. Well, I might need to add some more water into here. The structure is forming a little bit. We'll see how it goes. It's hard to add water later. It takes a long time to change the consistency. I think it's a little too dry. I'm going to add another ounce of water and see how that goes. So scratch that for anyone paying attention. Instead of 6 ounces of water, I'm going to do 7 ounces of water. I knew that I might have to do that with the water. How was the s'more pizza? That's actually what we're working on making again, Donna, because the s'more pizza was so insanely tasty that I can't take it. It was super sticky. That was the problem with it, though. There were too many marshmallows. I neglected to remember that marshmallows swell up when they cook. And so... Oh, really? That's fun. I'll put another ounce of water in there. This is all about experimenting. I actually had this video titled Frankenstein Cooking in the Kitchen, but I'm not sure if everybody would have picked up what I was doing and they would think I'm making something about Frankenstein, so I decided to take that back out. Melted butter. Butter's not a bad idea. I already put in a tablespoon of oil. I don't want to mess with that too much more. I got enough fat in there already. 3, oh, the KitchenAids? Oh, nice. This is actually the new one. I didn't know that this is actually the commercial one. This is is it a 4.5 quart or 8 quart? It's an 8 quart. They actually have, and it's like the same way it was in the old days when they had the Hobart stuff. It's very, very sturdy. I've burned up a lot of KitchenAids. I'll put it on speed 3 for some reason. Now we're starting to go somewhere. I would think you were calling you Frankenstein. Well, yeah, maybe. Wouldn't this work if you cooked the pizza crust half through and added your marshmallows? That was my other thought, Cynthia. That was one of my solutions to the problem, is to par bake the crust, because the problem is if you cook marshmallows for the length of time you would need to cook a pizza, which is about 12 to 15 minutes, the marshmallows would burn and they wouldn't be good, or they would totally melt, and I'd rather have them intact as possible. So I thought about par baking the crust, but the problem then is you have the toppings basically sitting on top of the pizza instead of becoming one with the pizza dough. And so when you put them on the top and they cook there, you get this gooey layer in between the two. You know how when you slide the cheese off of a Pizza Hut pizza, you got that gooey dough underneath? I want that to be there, not this hard bread underneath it. And I think it would contribute to them sliding off. So now I've decided to go ahead and incorporate the graham crackers into the dough. If it works, I think it's the best option, because that'll cause it to taste a lot more like graham crackers. So, where did you get that commercial KitchenAid mixer, Tom? I got it on Amazon. No, you know what? Maybe I bought it from KitchenAid.com. I can't recall. It wasn't cheap, but KitchenAids are very important to our family. And I've gone through 2 or 3 of them just making pizza. When I make the calzone dough, when we make calzones, that's something we could make on dinner night sometimes. We can add that to our dinner rotation. I've been trying to think of new other recipes to make. It's a very, very stiff dough, and that's what broke our last KitchenAid, was calzone dough. Marshmallow fluff sauce and chocolate for the topping. Something about layers. Yeah, the problem with marshmallow fluff is that it's marshmallow fluff. It's not marshmallow. Of course, it's made of marshmallow, but it's not the same chemical structure. It's not the same. It's meant to be softer and gooier and layered. I'd rather have actual formed marshmallows that look toasted like you would have on a s'more. So I don't want it to be just a sea of melted marshmallow. That's not what it's about. So my goal is to mix. Don't mix too long as you're activating the gluten, and left to mix too long, you have a very hard, dry crust. I'm pretty good with I've been making, tweaking our own recipes for 15 years on dough, and I got a lot down with dough. I do know you can over-knead dough, but I've found in my experience, almost every recipe doesn't need enough. They have a thing called the window test, where you stretch the dough out thin as you can to where you can see through it, but it doesn't tear. That's how you can tell dough is perfectly kneaded. And so doing that a lot of times, I've decided speed 2, 8 minutes is the perfect amount for what we do. I know that adding the flour, the graham cracker crumbs, is going to change things. I just hope it doesn't change things enough where it doesn't work. It looks pretty good. Do you use a dough mixer attachment? Yes, I do. And the commercial one comes with a stainless steel dough hook. It's beautiful. Where did that go, guys? Did you guys clean up? Oh, here it is. It's amazing. I actually have our old KitchenAid dough hook. I didn't get rid of it, but I don't know if you can see it, but it's a perfectly smooth stainless steel one, which they normally don't do that. What, buddy? No, don't put it in the dishwasher. You might be able to, but we're not taking that chance. You're not supposed to put the KitchenAid parts in the dishwasher. It causes them to oxidize. And we've always accidentally done that at least once. I think with the stainless steel one, we could probably put it in the dishwasher, but I'm not going to find out. You see our Hershey's bar, you click. Yeah, she's way awake. We're going to cook this in a regular oven also instead of the pizza oven. The problem with my pizza oven is I usually cook them covered. That's how I replicate the elements of a professional pizza oven. We have a professional pizza oven, but it's a par-baked oven. So I would cook it a little while with the lid, and then I'll take it off and let it brown for 5 minutes. That's when the marshmallows will get nice and toasted. But the problem is the marshmallows swell so much, they grow up into the element and they burn, and you get this nice weird pattern on the bottom of the marshmallows. So I want to put 2 pans in this time instead. One pan on top of another pan. But that won't fit in my pizza oven. So I'm going to cook it in a regular oven. So I got it set to 500, which is what I usually cook the pizza oven on, the other pizza. The dough looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. So 7 ounces was a good choice of water. Don't put the hooks in the dishwasher. It'll oxidize the bowl can. So see, that's the thing. That's what I was just talking about. That's the traditional dough hooks from KitchenAid are these that oxidize. It's got that weird finish on it. But the ones with the professional mixer they come with, they're pure stainless steel. I'm still not going to put them in the dishwasher, but I'll bet you can. Yep, if you guys like what we do weird things here, like live cooking in the middle of the night. And if you don't subscribe, you won't know when we do that. So you should, if you're not subscribed, hit the little button down there, and every time we do something strange and weird, you'll be the first to know. Instead of make sure you hit the bell for notifications, Judah says. So this is actually I don't know if you can tell, but it's really good. The pinch test is really well. You pinch it and it stays like it is. That's also a pretty good test of kneading. This is pretty good. I can't do quite the window test on it. It's a little bit more brittle with this graham flour in it, but it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the texture of the dough. And it's actually, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's got kind of the color of graham crackers. It's got a graham cracker color to it, brownish color. Yeah, it might be okay in the dishwasher. You're right, Arianita, but it might not too. I'm not going to do it. It's too important, but. Better get my thing ready. So the way we make all our pizzas, we copy the Pizza Hut recipes, which adds a little bit of oil into the pan. So that's why Pizza Hut pizzas are so good. The bottom is basically a little fried. She getting her diaper changed. Oh, she's a poop catastrophe. Poor girl. Thank you, Asher, for doing that. You're such a good boy. So we swirl a little bit of oil around in the bottom of the pan. And that gives it that nice crisp stuff on the bottom. That little girl is overtired. If you're curious about her crying, she got a pretty late nap and slept a little long. So it's causing her to be... Sorry about the caption, you guys, but I can't see the comments. You can't see the comments? I'm sorry. If you're on a phone, it's because they're not comments. Live chat is different than comments. You have to actually push the button at the top that says live chat. If you don't, you won't be able to see them. I wonder if this yeast is going to cause this not to rise or the graham cracker is going to cause it to rise funny. This dough is so smooth. Of course, I did add an extra bit of sugar, and sugar is a tenderizer to the dough. Causes it to be nice and silky. About the right size. Problem is, now I gotta let it rise a little bit. I got the oven at 500. Normally I put for rising the dough, I put the oven to 170, which is our lowest temperature, and only let it warm up half the time, so 2 minutes. And that caused it to be right about 105 degrees. 105 degrees is the perfect proofing temperature for dough. So I'm just gonna put that on top of the oven over there and hang out with you guys a little bit while that rises, hopefully. The rest of it's gonna be a piece of cake. You throw some marshmallows, throw some chocolate. I'll put the chocolate on later. That's what we did last time. It worked really well. Yep, we are rising the dough, man fan. Well, you're welcome, Karen. Who all still trapped in their house during this quarantine stuff? It does look awesome. Thank you, April. I hope it comes out. I hope it comes out. It's going to have something. I'm going to eat something tonight that's going to have toasted marshmallows and chocolate on it, and it's going to be tasty. I hope that the dough would taste like graham crackers. That would be so awesome. I'm a little happy that it turned the right color. That makes me think that the graham crackers are breaking down somewhat. Open magic again? I don't know, Stacy. I wish I did. The store is open now, but they're not still playing games there. And opening a pizza place, you're so good at doing it. I would love to do that, but probably never going to happen. I want to get a professional pizza oven, like a real pizza oven. They have some down at the local gas station here. They have a little pizza place, and they have a mini conveyor pizza oven. I want a conveyor pizza oven someday, but they're expensive, especially the small ones. But even still, I could totally get one someday. Do the marshmallows, graham cracker crumbs mixed with butter so they get crispy, and then the chocolate. Marshmallows, graham cracker crumbs mixed with butter so they get crispy, and then the chocolate. Yeah, that's a possibility. I thought about doing like the magic cookie bar pizza. If you guys have been following the last 2 weeks before that, we tried magic cookie bar, which is one of our favorite recipes, trying to turn into a dessert pizza. But the problem we had with that is the sweetened condensed milk runs all the heck all over the place, gets underneath it, and it gets gooey and gross. Plus, you really need to have a lot of sweetened condensed milk to mix with the coconut for it to have that same ratio of taste, and I can't do that right. I have to basically skimp on the sweetened condensed milk, put too much coconut, and it didn't work out. I've kind of gone back to the drawing board. Now, but if this works, if graham cracker dough becomes a thing, then that would be a great thing to make and resurrect the magic cookie bar pizza. Backyard brick oven. Yeah, those are fun. Andrea wanted to do that. She had talked about that for a long time, making an outdoor pizza oven. Stoneware pizza cooking is great. Our little par bake oven we have, it's made out of pizza stones. So the whole thing is stone inside. And so we kind of got that covered. It would be kind of fun, but the problem with that is it's so much work. You got to go out and build the fire and get it all good and going in the right temperature and let it warm up, and then you cook the pizza. It's just like, it's already enough work to cook the pizza from scratch anyways. It might be something fun to do as a recreational thing someday, but I don't know if it would ever happen. What's on the screen behind you? Oh, that's our Alexa. Stop, sorry, I set up the whole world's Alexas. Oh, I said it again. It's an Echo show. Anytime. Phase 2 of opening in British Columbia, but like I said, autoimmune disease. Oh, that's terrible. I want to do that and make a full outdoor kitchen setup. Wouldn't that be so cool? That'd be awesome. It'd be awesome. I'm tired of standing up. I'm going to sit down. Ugh. I hope the dough works too. I'm very optimistic. It feels silky smooth, and it smells like graham crackers, and looks pretty good. So, did you guys share it? I forgot what I talked about. It's got a 30-second delay, so we can have the closed captioning for our hearing impaired people. And I don't remember what I'm talking about sometimes. What did I share? Make it tomorrow since I seem to realize yesterday. Oh, the s'more pizza? Bathroom goals tomorrow. Yep. I'm gonna go get some mud, and I'm trying to remember to get a new light switch. I keep forgetting to get the dual light switch and a light switch cover. And I want to get paint. I'm just gonna go pick out a light blue, a very, very light sky blue, and plan on a nautical theme because I need to get painted. Andrea's bread recipe video. Oh, the Dutch oven bread. That bread is ridiculously tasty. It's wonderful. Is that a public campground I see in some of your videos? Public campground. You'll have to tell me which video you're talking about, Nina. I don't know. Thinking about going to Oklahoma anyways. They're still just doing it online, right? Hi, baby girl. Were you so poopy? You tell them you're a poop monster? Poopy monster? No more chalk. You've had enough chalk. I think I'm too tired. I'm kind of crazy right now. You went down? It's time for you to go to bed.
See an organ donor.
Maybe a couple of blocks. There's a RV park right there. Thank you, baby girl. There's an RV park just pretty close to us, almost rock throw distance, where you can park your RV and stuff. And maybe that's what you're talking about. Hey, Karen, good to see ya. How was Judah's birthday? I haven't done a video. I haven't even done our shopping video. I need to upload the shopping video. One of my other plans tomorrow is to edit the shopping video. So, but we didn't have a party for him, but we went to the park and had fun throwing the frisbee around and had Subway. It was a good evening. Well, had to move in more of a crazy mood. Yeah, probably. We won't let it rise forever. I want it to get big enough to fill the pan, and I'll call that pretty good. I actually don't want it to be ridiculously high. I do want to make sure I get some rising out of it, though. Yeah, you can see Hannah grow up here. It's going to be interesting because you can watch Claudia grow up from birth, pretty much, to how she's 4 years old. The channel's been around 4 years. You can pretty much see the first 4 years of her life. And now you're going to be able to see Hannah's life. So, interesting to see how things change now that things are so different. I look so much like Andrea. You know, I didn't think, everybody says that, but I don't always ever see those things. Andrea would always say who they look like, and I'm like, I don't know, unless it's really obvious. But the other day, what were we doing? I was editing videos or something, and I had a bunch of pieces of camera footage I had taken off, and there was a small picture, and one of the videos just happened to have chopped up in a way that it had Hannah's face on it, and it was really small. And I thought, is that Andrea? And I realized, no, that's Hannah. So I do think she does kind of look like Andrea. I guess we don't need the split screen right now. We're not really cooking while we're just looking at my hands. But now you can see all my dirty stuff on the counter. That's one of the dirty secrets about stuff like that. Off the camera screen, it's all different. I moved the camera down so you can talk. What are you guys talking about? And do you know what? What are you paying attention? Hey Heather, good to see you. I just saw that you were there. I know many people don't show their kids on YouTube because they can't consent and aren't aware of what's happening. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Emil. That's not true at all. There are millions of family vlogs on YouTube. You have so much energy this time of night after a full day of work and family life. I am pretty tired tonight. I did a 10-mile bike ride too, but I didn't get a lot of sleep the last couple days, so I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow. That'll be nice. And I'm a late night person. I'm a night owl, so. Minutes for the bill to rise. I don't even pay attention. I usually let it rise while I'm these days, I let it rise while we do the shopping. And we come back and it's all done. One white knob on the dresser. Actually, that's a very handy knob that one of you YouTubers sent me. I wish I could remember now who to thank for that. But when we got this set, Andrea bought this. And they're from IKEA. And we converted them, they're just dressers, we converted to be into counters, shelves. And one of the things was split, and we didn't have it. And one of you guys on YouTube said, I had the same things, but I used different knobs, so they mailed us the knob. So I'm super glad to have that, but I haven't painted it. I bought Andrea one of those laser color matching things for paint, and so I thought I could use that one of these days to get the right paint. See how it's looking. Oh, man, I'm sore from the bike ride. Oh my God, it's not rising at all. It's not rising at all. I may just stretch it some more. Computer keyboard, is that a custom build? No, it's a MSI gaming computer. MSI is a pretty good gaming computer brand, honestly. And they're rather inexpensive, although it's not a good time to buy a laptop. Nobody should buy a laptop right now unless you absolutely need one.
Yeah, don't buy an Apple laptop to game on.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think most gamers will buy an Apple laptop. That's true. But, yeah, laptops are really expensive right now. The COVID thing, everybody's working from home, doing school from home. They're hard to even find. People are selling 6th generation i3 laptops for $700 and getting away with it. So, can't hear me? I'm not sure why you can't hear me. Everybody else seems to be able to hear me. Oh, I missed that. Your husband had to buy one? Yeah, I mean, I'm selling a lot of laptops. I have a computer business, and people want to buy laptops, and I am selling laptops, but I'm having to buy AMD laptops, which I'm not a fan of buying those kinds of laptops because they're just the only ones available, unfortunately. And so finding 10th generation Intel processor laptops is impossible. You can't find any. Sound is static. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. Can everybody else hear me? The audio is awful. Really? Well, let me reset things here. How about now? Well, nothing changed, so I can't imagine what actually happened with the sound. Sounds like running water. I find it relaxing. Really? I can switch to the camera mic. I'm not sure what's going on. You know, maybe I can. Maybe it's this thing. I can get my other mic. Huh. Well, let me switch to this thing here. That'll probably work, but that's not what I want to do. How's that? How about that? Still static? I'm getting all kinds of conflicting stuff. Is it good or not? Okay, all right. Sorry about that, guys. I have no idea what was happening there. I don't have any of the loudness stuff turned on, Chad. So I'm not sure what's going on. Little echoey. Well, it's the camera mic instead of my regular mic, so I can try doing this. We're just waiting for stuff to rise anyway, so hey, why don't we play with some technology, huh? I think my laptop is making fun of me because I was talking about laptops. Alright, I'm going to try turning this back on. You guys tell me. Oop. There's no volume loading on the mic. These are simple mics. Okay, I'm going to turn this other mic back on. Don't freak out. If it doesn't work, I'll go back. And here we go. What about now? Is this any better, or is the static back? Got about a 30-second delay before I start seeing people freak out. I'm using two different mics. What are you doing, little girl? Just wandering around? Static. Okay. All right. You have 30 seconds worth. Sorry. Well. Curious. Baby girl, why aren't you going to bed? You need to go to sleep. There. Yeah. You want to go to bed? Bed? You want to go to bed? Bed? No. No. I don't know. This?
don't know what bed is.
Bow.
You want a marshmallow?
Oh yeah.
There's another one here for you. This one's a little. You want bread? Do you want bread?
Bed.
Bread?
Bed.
Oh my goodness. Well, somebody else, thank you for saying bread. That's probably what she said. Somebody, how about one of Daddy's breadsticks? There's still some leftover breadsticks.
So there's thunder. In like maybe 5 seconds probably it does it again.
Oh, there's thunder?
Yeah.
Well, I
You
want
can't
to go
hear
outside
it.
and sit
It's so
outside.
far away though, and you can't even hear it. It's like constant.
Here, hold it. I'm going to feed it to you. There you go.
It's so far away you can't even hear it, Claudia.
I heard it.
Yes, still live streaming.
I'm
If you, they can't see you on the camera, Justus, right now. Asher's still feeling, he's feeling okay. He's feeling better. He still felt a little dizzy today. I think there's maybe something going through the kids. Yeah, there's a storm out there apparently. They said they can see the thunder, but they can't hear it. Maybe it'll come overhead and I can go outside and watch the rain. I love that. Me and Andrew used to sit out there on the porch swing and watch the rain. I love bread too. I'm a total carb guy. About the Lenovo laptops with Ryzen. That's the only thing that's left. I find it hilarious because all you can find right now is Lenovo laptops with AMDs. So, what do I think about them? I mean, I personally don't sell Lenovo. I mean, I could buy whatever I want to buy. I don't sell Lenovo's. I think that they're a budget laptop, budget computer brand, and I don't buy AMDs because they're a budget processor. That doesn't mean the Ryzen's not good. The Ryzen is a good processor, but it's just not as good as the Intels as far as I'm concerned. So, but as far as if you're looking for yourself, if you really need a laptop right now, they're probably fine. But know that you're probably overpaying $150 to $200 on any laptop you buy right now. What I think is going to happen is the delay is so bad with the supply and demand. They're making the laptops you buy on the shelf today were made a year ago or more. And so by the time they catch up with the demand with all this COVID stuff, it's probably going to be over. The market may get flooded with laptops and the prices may come down a lot. So if you don't need a laptop right now, I wouldn't buy them. Acer's a good brand. I like Acer. Acer's good. Every laptop is just bang for the buck. They're all made in China anyways. All of them. I used to joke that these companies don't make laptops. They just make little stickers that put them on the outside. All the parts are made inside in Taiwan and Indonesia, and that's just where they are. I don't mind Lenovo monitors. I just don't particularly care for their computers. Lenovo's an okay company. It's not the end of the world. It's not like Lenovo's bad. I mean, again, they're all basically the same anyways. It's just what's the only thing that's around. That's the only thing on the market right now is the brands and the processors that nobody wants. The stuff that's very much in demand is the Intel I series processors, and on a 15-inch laptop that has a DVD drive. Try to find one of those. You're going to have a really hard time finding one. Born to watch it. Needs to like and subscribe. That's true, Julie. Don't forget to subscribe down below or like. Asus laptops, I don't like. That's the one brand that I don't like. Asus has been in the business as long as I've been working on, since I was a kid. They make wonderful parts, but I don't like their laptops because their DC jacks are soldered to the board, and when they go bad, it messes up the board. You have to solder onto them, it breaks them down. I think we need to put her in bed.
You left the hose on in the pond.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Glad you mentioned it.
Time for night now.
Wish the batteries lasted as long as the actual laptop. Battery technology hasn't changed in 60 years, and I don't suspect it ever will. Let's see if this is any bigger. This isn't rising at all. At all. I'm just going to go ahead and make it as it is. Maybe the graham cracker is not working very well with the.
Just a second. I'm gonna let Hans even just like hang on Claudia's bed and all the other kids.
I'm just going to make it just like it is, and we'll see what happens. I might have to add more yeast next time. It's a stiffer dough. It's causing it not to rise. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay. May not rise more like a cookie dough. That's very possible, April. Very possible. Okay, so what we're going to do now. What's rising? How do you escape the stronghold pornography in your life, or what advice would you give for someone's wife whose husband struggles with it? That's an awesome question. That's one we should talk about on our Bible study. But that was something that was in my life. I've told you guys that before. I was definitely addicted to it. The only way to do it is the guy has to want to not do it. If he's a Christian, you can just use the Bible. I mean, it's not a good thing. They know it's not a good thing, but there's no way to stop it unless they want to stop it. So even when I wanted to stop it, it was very, very difficult. The dough, it's rising. Ah! I thought you were trying to. Why are they defending Ryzen? Ryzen, they're okay. Very creative. I like it. I like it. Very good, Nalanda. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this. It's not quite sticky enough that I would like. I'm going to spray it with a little water on the top. You probably don't have to do that. Last time I put too much marshmallows because they swell up. Looks like it's risen a little bit. I suppose it might have. This is not the normal though. If I made normal amount of dough with this, it would have risen a lot more. I actually did put a little less yeast because I was worried that it would rise too much and the marshmallow would slide all over the place like the sweetened condensed milk did. How do you have this 2-camera setup? It's nifty. Oh, thank you. I got one hanging off my pot rack that I made up there. Give you a marshmallow. There you go. Didn't stick. I hope I got to stick to the lens. That would have been funny. This recipe might not even work, so you might be making something that's going to blow up. Although the dough, I'm pretty happy with the dough, to be honest with you. I think I need to compensate by adding in a lot of extra yeast, maybe even a little baking powder. Give it a little bit of a rise. Or maybe if I waited long enough, it would eventually have rose. Okay, I don't want to put too many like last time. Spraying it with water has done the trick to glue these together. They're pretty darn glued on there. Count the marshmallows. Oh yeah, so no, for the recipe. Marshmallows, some. There are some marshmallows in this recipe. And maybe this isn't enough. Maybe we'll need to put more marshmallows. The last time I made it pretty dense, and it swelled up into one giant volcano of melted marshmallows. You guys are silly. Okay. So I'm not going to put the chocolate in until after the marshmallows are cooked. I don't want piles of chocolate, melted chocolate on this. I want it to be true to the s'more recipe, which is slightly melted chocolate. So I'm going to cook this in there, and I want it to cover it because I don't want to toast the marshmallows just yet. They may toast on their own. And last time when I covered it with my lid, it rose and stuck to the lid. It was a terrible mess. So I'm going to put another pan upside down on top of it. And then I'm going to put it in the oven at 500 degrees. I'm going to put it in there for 12 minutes. Covered like that. Well, I'm a midget now. I think you should throw graham crumbs with butter on. See, I did that. That's the one I did yesterday. I put graham cracker crumbs on the wet dough, and it stuck very nice. But when the marshmallows I put on top of it, the marshmallows, of course, got sticky, stuck to the graham cracker crumb layer. But then the whole layer just kind of peeled off when I cut it. Like the whole sections of marshmallow would go flop, and there'd just be bare dough just chilling there. Like Lord of the Rings? Yeah, Lord of the Rings is awesome. Andrea wanted to build a hobbit house desperately bad. 30 on a pizza, eat 10. Yeah, that's part of the recipe. I've never wanted to eat marshmallows. My entire life, I've never wanted to just eat plain marshmallows. I find myself enjoying them now. Oh, I was going to snow cone. I was going to make, darn it. For dinner tonight, I made fried foods, and I had let the kids all try different fried foods. We had onion rings and tater tots and french fries, popcorn chicken and chicken nuggets. What else do we have? But I was going to I bought some margarita mix to make just some slushies. Non-alcoholic, of course. Margarita slushies, strawberry slushies for the kids, and I forgot to do it. Hope it don't burn on the bottom. No, it won't. I've been making pizza a long time. 12 minutes isn't long enough for 500, especially with a big thick pan like that covered up. Pizza get done? No, it's cooking right now. I got it in there. We're making s'more pizza, dessert pizza. I made one yesterday for the kids. I just kind of threw it together for dessert pizza on our pizza night, and and so I think you mix it's basically juice. You can do it with any drink mix. with any kind of juice. But you know, that margarita mix has got a very distinct strawberry flavor, which is so good. And so you just put you mix it with some water, a whole bunch of ice cubes in it, and blend them up in the blender, and it turns into a slushie. Deep fried cheesecake. I've never had that. Good to try to get different foods. Yeah, I thought maybe they would enjoy trying onion rings. So I gave them all one onion ring, and they had to have a bite. And I thought they were pretty good. I love onion taste. I love Funyuns. Funyuns are amazing. But onion rings, I'm not really wild about. But these ones are pretty good. They didn't actually have a giant thick onion in it. They were more oniony flavored stuff. Peanut butter cup pizza would be good. That's a good idea. Yeah. Did the kids love it? Yeah, the whole thing got eaten. They loved it. Was really good. It was extremely tasty. I dare say it actually tasted like s'mores in a pizza. It was that good. Oh, I hate to get sticky. Sticky is the worst curse of all time. Sticky and sunburns, I hate it. But as far as the kids being sticky on it, I think they were willing to overcome it for the taste of s'mores pizza. What machine do you use to crush the ice? Oh, sorry. So, no, just a blender. Our Ninja blender works really good, but a blender works. Not all blenders have ice crushing power, but most of them can do it. You ever had fried dough, Tom, at a restaurant? It was so good. We always we get to go to any restaurant we want for their birthdays, and I always go to the Chinese food buffet they have over here, and they have the fried rolls, which I consider that a fried dough, so they're pretty tasty. So I've had that, Carolyn. What about a sticky sunburn? Oh, stop that. No, thank you. Hey there, Kim. Could do a cookie dough with the graham in it. Yeah, I could, but doing a cookie dough is a lot of work. The advantage to be basically making my pizza dough recipe is I'm already making pizza on Thursdays. Of course, adding graham cracker flour in is a whole nother ball of wax. That's totally different, but we'll try it and see how it comes out. You managed a Pizza Hut back in '95, being one of the very first stuffed crust pizzas. Pan is my favorite. The pans are never washed, though. I have official Pizza Hut pans. They even have a little logo on the bottom. I'm very proud of my Pizza Hut pans. Bannock, super popular. I don't know what that is. Want to see that logo? Why do you want to see the logo? But there are official Pizza Hut pans. I have two of my pens in the thing, although I'd show them to you right now. They're in the oven. Are you using chocolate as the sauce? No. What we're going to do is we're toasting the marshmallows, and then we got some chopped up Hershey bar to sprinkle on top. Is it already going to be midnight?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I was hoping to watch some Luffy tonight.
We went out the street and watched the lightning. But then Judy got afraid to the car. Didn't want to rig up, and I was just like this. He suggested we walk away after the pickup came, and that would look even more creepy. No, I mean, he just came up the road, and like, we could just easily walk. But then actually just sitting at the board, looking at the lightning, and like, in under the light.
The jealousy for your bite. I did just get one, Minnie Mouse. I did just get one. So it's a lot better. It's still not comfortable sitting on a seat for a long time, but I've got about as comfortable as a seat as you can get. Wow, CC Barry, you're crazy. Oh no, actually, you must be on the East Coast, huh? Fruit pizza with cream cheese frosting sauce. That's a good idea. I've had someone else suggest that too. I don't think our family's wild about cream cheese, are they?
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think so. We might still do it. Got more cheese? Yep, we have more cheese. It is 10 to midnight right now. Perfect time to be cooking dessert pizza. No pizza Hut's open in the UK yet. Are they? Is there such a thing? Are they doing that? Is that a thing? That's cool. Well, you guys are all hardcore Mills family fans. We appreciate you. How much would you charge to sell your pizza and ship it frozen? I don't know that it would work that way. Pizza Hut closed last week. Boy, I hope our Pizza Huts don't close. I'd be upset.
Hopefully they build the Conoco to Pizza Hut.
Yeah, that was a rumor that our local gas station here. Actually, I'm not supposed to. Maybe I'm not supposed to say that. I don't know. Talk about people's business strategies.
Bad about it.
Cream cheese is so good with powdered sugar added. I think cheesecake. Well, yeah, our cinnamon roll frosting.
Cheese inside the frosting.
Cream cheese.
Huh?
Huh?
So cream cheese is cheese.
I mean, cream cheese is cheese, sure. Judah doesn't like cheese, but
GG.
you know the frosting's good. You know you're never gonna stop eating the frosting.
Yeah.
I cry about Andrea. I do too, Kim.
It's like if you
Look
eat
at
most
dry
putting
ice.
out
That's
good
local ice cream
chocolate
shop
and
here
yours
does.
made
Wow.
apples. And it's like pouring just like shredded cheese melted on top of it.
Just send it overnight. Wow, that'd be crazy.
What else is cream cheese and chicken?
I'm ready to see that pizza.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Yeah. Smells like s'mores in here.
1 minute. Does it smell like s'mores in here?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome because I actually added graham cracker crumbs into the flour, so but it didn't rise very good. So I'm a little.
Well, graham crackers are stiff anyway, so I think they'll be better if you do it. Yeah.
That's true. Graham crackers are stiff. Maybe this will be the thing.
I think the bread needs to be crunchy.
It's a ranch near you. They have one in Rapid, so I mean we've been there a couple times.
Apparently
No,
they-
actually, have we? We went one somewhere else. We went one of the
Jim
Predators
took
Clothing
us
Weekend. They had
once
one
when we
there.
went skiing,
Yeah, I haven't actually gone to the one in Rapid, but they do have one there.
and they apparently treat you.
Ours is butter and powdered sugar, a little bit of salt, and cream cheese for the cinnamon roll frosting.
In there, if you want to look far away.
Buy the roll cookie dough and smash it into the pizza pan. That would probably work. My goal is to make it be able to hold still like a pizza. All right, let's see what we got here. You guys probably want to see it, no doubt. Although I still have a couple more minutes. I gotta toast it, so I was planning on broiling it to toast the top of the marshmallow. This should be the cooked though. It smells good. Oh, what the heck happened to it?
What?
I mean, marshmallows disappeared and all went underneath like the stupid sweetened condensed milk. Oh, I think it's a failure. It worked better in the other pizza oven. I did this in the regular oven instead of in my pizza oven. I did it in the regular oven this time. I'll show you guys what we got here.
I can just bring the camera over there.
I got it on here already. All right, so
Oh, I know.
it's all the marshmallows melted and ran under the sides down here. It's going to be a mess getting this out of here. Oh, man. I think what I'm going to do to try and rescue this snack evening.
Did you have that
We need to make it
crust
have a
thing?
crust. Yeah.
Like that, you had that white crust ring or whatever that you put around the pizza and then the cheese didn't get on the crust or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need to put crust on it and then it'll.
be like a pizza and it won't melt.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Kansuke, good thoughts. So this kind of lends me back to par baking crust. Use the same thing, par bake the crust, then put the marshmallows on after. Oh my gosh, too many.
You can just give those to me.
Oh man, hot sticky that'll burn you real fast. Okay, we're gonna broil it. Okay. Where the heck is my other?
4, 6. 4 goals today. Oh, what the heck? You had to rearrange all your goals to do an extra 6 pages. You know what made that rule that no one ever actually got the punishment? Yay, I got it. Yay.
My broiler's not lighting, of course. Give it a second here. Torch? That's not a bad idea, too. It's gonna be delicious if I can get it out of the stupid pan. There we go. Broiler's on. Let's try. I don't know. Let's check in 2 minutes.
No, 1 minute and 30 seconds. You can always do it too much, but you can never do it too less.
That's true. That's why I did 2 minutes.
Well, what if we get
What is Asher and Judah's favorite restaurant?
Well, we don't go to restaurants that much, so
probably.
Domino's?
Yeah.
Okay.
what counts as a restaurant?
A place where you eat food.
Subway, then.
Subway?
I thought it was like some fancy $80 billion steak place.
How
Why
the
would
girls
you
sleeping
do
with
that?
all the nice? I don't know what you mean. Use large marshmallows next time? Maybe, yeah. It didn't look, it looked way better when I cooked it in the, well, you know what, probably the problem though is it didn't rise to fill the pan. And so when I cooked it before, it probably did turn into a sea of marshmallow nonsense. It couldn't go underneath the pan because it had gone to the edges. You thought Asher would say Subway? I don't think Asher, he doesn't mind Subway, but I don't think that's...
He only eats bread at
Yeah, Asher just gets a plain bread at Subway. You get it out of the pan here and master it. I've done a few sticky pans recently, so... Hungry Howie's, I don't know that one. More pizza, take 3. Yeah, maybe we'll try it again. We'll continue this another late night sometime because it was really good. I may have to just reproduce what I did last time, which is just regular pizza, throw on the graham cracker, to make it exactly the same because it was super, super good.
I think the dough needs to be crispy.
Dough is hot, melt to the bottom. Do you think? Yeah, it may. It may. Butterfinger pizza. Ooh, that does sound good. Pre-baking the crust would work well. That's something that I may have to do. But I didn't like the idea. I wanted the crust and the dough to come one with the toppings instead of having a crust underneath it. But oh, this looks pretty good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's good. That's getting better.
Oh my gosh. How did those get so big?
Look at that. That's how it should have looked. Okay. And so I was about to say, maybe I should edit the title of this video and put failure off it so people don't go watching this video and make a mess. Told you it might blow up.
not traumatized by how fast I was. Why would you be traumatized? Because they kind of like just sink into the mind.
Going to Wyoming in early August. What restaurants should my boys try? Well, you know, Wyoming is home of no people. So we don't always have the best awesome things. So I guess it depends on where you're going. I'm sure there's some fun novelty places around, but it's not like there's a Wyoming chain that's ruled. Although Taco John's is started in Wyoming. Taco John's is a Wyoming thing. I don't know that I would say go do it at Taco John's though.
But don't put any more. It's gotta be perfect.
Gotta be perfect. I gotta use them all up though.
And eat it. Oh, but now look, that one's overlapping on that one. None of the other ones are like that.
All right, here we go. All right, now the problem is if I can get it out of the paper, it's fresh or when it's. Oh my gosh,
No,
it is
that
so not going to be good.
No, that one worked. I could see it. It was the whole crust is whipping.
Better get somewhere to put
Yeah.
it first.
It looks like it's bunching up, but it's not actually bunching up.
I know, but I can't do anything about it.
Let's get a pan or something.
I got it.
Oh.
It actually didn't go underneath. The marshmallows just disappeared.
Make sure to soak it because that's why else right there.
Yeah, we should probably let it cool a little. I should.
Wait, this is what happens, especially when I'm making stuff. I fiddle with it a tiny bit and then ruin the whole thing.
I already know when I've dealt with sticky stuff cutting before that you got to. You got to spray the pizza cutter, otherwise you're going to make a mess.
Why is a sticky child what they want to put on these graham cracker boxes?
They want more cut, but there's too much chocolate on it, it's going to make a mess. There we go. Pretty good looking.
Maybe we can smell it too a whole lot better.
You want one, Asher?
Sure.
You're all gonna try it together. We gotta try it out and see if it's any good. Our gumball machine decided to turn on.
That's crazy.
Judy, you want one? You scared?
No, I'm not scared, but
You're scared.
I'm not feeling like sugar right yet.
You don't want something sweet right now? I want something sweet right now. That's why I made it.
I'm just hungry, so I don't really care.
You're just hungry? Maybe you're feeling better. You weren't hungry earlier.
I haven't been hungry for like 3 days.
Maybe you're starting to feel better now.
3 meals in 3 days.
I need some milk. This thing, you need to have a glass of milk with this thing.
He needs some milk.
Oops.
And I like ice cold milk, and so I add ice to my milk. Milk on the rocks with a twist. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, I can feel it.
Ned, what you should do is like make frozen milk and then put it in. And then you want to water it
I
out.
failed picking it up. There you go, frozen milk.
Yeah, this is the way you eat it.
It's super good. I don't know if it tastes like graham crackers or not.
Saul wants to know if he can have a s'more pizza.
Is Saul not sweet?
He's right here because he's alone in the boys' room apparently. And he's like,
Phones is in there.
Buddy, we're live streaming right now. You can't come out like that, okay?
he says,
Mm-mm. Yep, it's a success.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like, oh, it's really
I don't know how you write that in a recipe. Cook with 30 marshmallows, take it out, put more marshmallows on, broil. It tastes very s'more-like. I can't tell if the dough really tastes like graham cracker or not. But whatever it is good anyways. Mm.
No, dough is like you could just eat it and be good. Just the dough.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, you agreed to what I said before you knew what I said.
What? You know something's good when they look at it when they're eating it.
I'm still figuring it out.
You still think
Okay. Was the dough crispy and dense? No. It is not crispy in the slightest. It is much more bread-like. I'm not exactly sure if that's a result of the gram. It could be a result of the moisture level or not cooking it quite the same. I cooked it in the regular oven. I should have cooked it in the pizza oven.
Maybe before you add anything, just like cook the dough for a long time, then put everything on and then cook it again.
Have another slice? I probably will.
Like,
Solly apparently is up and wanting one, so heck, why not? I'll let him up. Gotta have fun sometimes. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. And this, whatever this is, I guess is a success. Pretty darn good. I'll get another plate and give you guys another shot of. I mean, you can't really eat it, but I can make the camera kiss it for you. I'm gonna get a really good pictured one for the camera. Let's see, this one you can kind of still see the Hershey logo on this one, so I'm gonna grab this one. Look at that screenshot. Pretty yummy. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. We will. I'm gonna try to get the shopping video, this month's shopping video, which I can tell you the title is. It's gonna be something like, "Can we do our monthly shopping in less than an hour?" Ooh, it's gonna be an interesting shopping video. The story there is, I forgot that Walmart closes early still. And we got there with less than an hour to spare. Me and Judah. Come here, Judah. Me and Judah went. And did we succeed? We'll have to wait and find out. All right, see you guys later.
Bye.